There are people who don't just want you out of their way. They want you out of existence. Ladies and gentlemen, not every enemy comes with a sword. Some come with smiles, handshakes, and hollow praise. And not every battle begins with an open attack. Some begin in the shadows of envy, in whispers of resentment, in the quiet hopes of your downfall. There is a level of hate so deep, it becomes a mission, a silent obsession, and when someone reaches that place, they don't just dislike you. They don't just want you to fail. They want you erased, and the danger isn't just in them. It's in not seeing them. See, protection begins with perception. You cannot guard what you have not identified, and too many of us are walking through life distracted, fighting surface level problems while the real threat is digging into our homes, our energy, our peace. Today, I want to awaken your inner gatekeeper. I want to train your spiritual awareness, not in mysticism or fear, but in focused wisdom. Because the greatest danger is not a visible enemy. It's the one we call friend, the one we trust, the one we ignore. Here are 5 signs someone doesn't just hate you. They want you gone. 1. They celebrate your setbacks silently. They don't show it on the surface. They smile. They say sorry to hear that. But listen closely, not to their words, but their energy. Look at how quickly they move on, how easy it is for them to watch you suffer. That's not indifference. That's silent celebration. These are people who track your failures more than your victories, who don't clap when you win, but are curiously available when you lose. That's not just hate. That's deep-rooted destruction in disguise. 2. They undermine you with praise. Be wary of compliments that come with poison. You're doing well for someone like you. I'm surprised you made it this far. This is not support. It's sabotage cloaked in softness. Anyone who constantly plants doubt while pretending to uplift is working from the inside to erode your confidence. They want you weak, because weak people don't defend themselves. 3. They isolate you from your power. Watch for those who encourage you to disconnect from your source of clarity, whether it's your routines, your family, your peace, your disciplines. They know that if they can pull you away from the things that center you, they can influence your decisions. This is not accidental. This is strategy. Disconnection is the first step to destruction. 4. They imitate you. To replace you, admiration turns to imitation. But imitation without honor becomes ambition. If someone begins to copy your every move, not to grow but to compete, they don't want to be like you. They want your spot. People with this mindset don't believe in rising together. They only feel taller when you are taken out of the picture. 5. They speak peacefully in public, but plant poison in private. They won't confront you directly. They'll disguise themselves as peacemakers, but behind closed doors, they are the ones starting the fire. They feed people twisted stories, spark suspicion, and then return to your presence like nothing ever happened. This is not just deceit. It's an agenda. They're working to ruin your reputation before your purpose can manifest. But hear me now. Your power is not just in identifying the enemy. It's in reinforcing the fortress of your life. Daily, this isn't paranoia. It's preparation. The war for your destiny is not fought once. It's fought every morning you wake up. Every new day is a gift. When you wake up in the morning, it is more than just the start of another routine. It is a chance to reset your mind, your thoughts, and your emotions. It is the beginning of another opportunity to take control of your life. But many people open their eyes and immediately jump into their problems. They check their phone, scroll through messages, worry about what needs to be done, and start reacting before they've even taken a moment to understand how they feel. This leads to stress, confusion, and sometimes even sadness. The problem isn't always the day itself. It's how the day began. You don't have to start your day in a rush. You don't have to open your eyes and let the world flood in all at once. You have a choice. You can begin with peace. You can begin with control. You can begin with alignment. This means taking a few minutes when you wake up to simply connect with yourself. Before the world pulls on your attention, give that attention to yourself. Ask yourself how you're feeling. Ask yourself what kind of day you want to have. Ask yourself what matters most right now. Most people spend their lives reacting. They react to messages, calls, noise, requests, expectations, problems. When your day starts with reaction, you are letting the world control you. You are handing your power over to things outside of you. That's not how strong people live. Strong people build from the inside out. They start by finding balance within themselves. They take time in the morning to sit still, to breathe slowly, to think clearly. Even if it's only 5 or 10 minutes, those few minutes can change everything. This time is not about being perfect or achieving something big. It's not about pretending everything is okay. It's simply about becoming aware. When you wake up and take a moment to slow down, you begin to notice things that matter. You may notice tension in your body. You may notice fear in your mind. You may notice that you've been worrying about something, or that you're carrying a heavy emotion from yesterday. The only way to release that weight is to recognize it first. And that awareness gives you power. Once you become aware, you can decide how to respond. You can tell yourself, I choose peace today, or I let go of yesterday, or today I move forward with courage. You are not trying to force your feelings to go away. You are simply choosing to guide them. You are not letting fear or anger lead your day. You are leading yourself. One simple practice is sitting still with your eyes closed and breathing slowly. Just breathe in and breathe out. You don't have to do anything fancy. Just be still, feel your breath. Feel the way your body rises and falls. Let your thoughts come, but don't chase them. Let them pass like clouds in the sky. The more you practice this, the more control you build over your emotions. The more you practice this, the less power stress has over you. Another powerful practice is asking yourself a few quiet questions. What do I want to feel today? What is my main focus today? What can I let go of that no longer helps me? These questions guide your thoughts in a positive direction. They help you see your day as something you're shaping, not just something happening to you. You can also remind yourself of what really matters. Remind yourself of the people you love, the goals you are working toward, the strength you have inside you. This is not just about motivation, it's about remembering the truth. When you start your day with truth, you don't get lost in lies. You don't get confused by fear or doubt. You stay connected to your center. It's important to understand that your mind, your emotions, and your energy are all connected. If your mind is full of clutter, your emotions will be unsettled. If your emotions are heavy, your energy will feel low. And if your energy is low, you will struggle through the day. But if you start with a clear and calm mind, your emotions follow. If your emotions are steady, your energy rises. If your energy is strong, you move through the day with purpose. This is what it means to be aligned. You may think you don't have time for this, but the truth is, you don't have time not to do it. A few minutes in the morning can save you hours of stress later. When your mind is calm, you make better decisions. You don't waste time in confusion. You don't speak in anger. You don't forget important things. You don't let small problems ruin your whole day. You become the kind of person who handles life with grace, not panic. Sometimes you may wake up in a bad mood. That's normal. You are human. But even then, you can still choose to pause. You can say, I don't feel great right now, but I'm still in control. That awareness alone is powerful. It stops the negative emotion from taking over your whole day. It tells your mind that you are the one driving the car, not your emotions. It doesn't matter if you are rich or poor, old or young, busy or free. This is something everyone can do. Everyone can take a few quiet minutes in the morning. Everyone can decide how they want to show up in the world. You don't need special tools. You don't need perfect conditions. All you need is a moment of stillness and the decision to listen to yourself. Doing this every day builds strength over time. You will start to feel more confident. You will start to feel more peaceful. You will notice that things which once upset you no longer have the same power. You will become the kind of person who brings calm into the room, the kind of person who leads rather than follows the noise of the world. So the next time you wake up, don't just jump into the day. Don't rush to check messages or run into tasks. Take your moment. Give yourself the gift of peace before the world asks for your attention. Start from the inside. Start from silence. Start with you. Because the way you begin your day is the way you build your life. And when you begin with alignment, everything else falls into place. When you look around the place where you live, what do you see? Is it calm, peaceful, and clear? Or is it full of things you no longer use, piles of clothes, dust in the corners, and papers scattered everywhere? Many people don't realize how much their physical environment affects how they feel inside. The space around you speaks to your mind all the time, even when you are not paying attention. A clean, simple, and peaceful space brings peace to the mind. A messy, dirty, and crowded space brings stress and heaviness. That's why cleaning your space is not just about being tidy. It's about healing your mind. You may not think much about the things around you, but your brain is always noticing. Every time you walk into a room, your eyes send messages to your brain. If the room is full of clutter, your brain starts to feel confused, tired, or overwhelmed. You might feel like you can't think clearly or like you don't even want to be there. But when your space is clear, your mind feels lighter. It's easier to breathe, it's easier to think. You feel like you have more control. Some people think cleaning is just a chore, something boring, something you do when you have time. But if you look deeper, you will see that cleaning is an act of self-respect. When you clean your space, you are saying, I care about my life. I care about my peace. You are making a decision to remove everything that blocks your energy. You are opening space for good things to enter. That's powerful. You don't need a perfect house to feel peace. You don't need fancy things or expensive furniture. What you need is order, freshness, and attention. Start with what you have. Pick one area and make it better. Maybe it's your bed. Make it every morning. When your bed is neat, it gives your day a good start. You feel like you already finished something important. Or maybe it's your desk. When your desk is clear, your thoughts are clear. You sit down and feel ready to work, not distracted by mess. There is something peaceful about wiping down a surface, folding clothes, or throwing away old papers. These actions may seem small, but they are very meaningful. You are making choices. You are deciding what stays and what goes. That is the same skill you need in life, knowing what to keep and what to let go. So when you clean, you are practicing this skill. You are learning how to release the things that no longer serve you. Sometimes clutter is not just physical, it's emotional. That old shirt in your closet might remind you of a sad memory. That box under your bed might be filled with things you've been avoiding. Holding on to these things is like holding on to heavy emotions. When you clean them out, you are not just freeing up space, you are freeing up your heart. You may feel tired while doing it, but afterward, you feel lighter, stronger, and more peaceful. It's also true that how you treat your space reflects how you treat yourself. If you take care of your environment, it shows that you take care of your mind, your body, and your spirit. But if your space is always messy, dark, and ignored, it may be a sign that you're also ignoring your own needs. So, when you start to clean and care for your space, something amazing happens. You also start caring for yourself. You remember that you are important, and your well-being matters. Don't wait for the perfect moment to begin. You don't need a whole day. You can start with 10 minutes, one drawer, one corner, one bag of trash. Every little step makes a difference, and every step brings a little more peace into your life. You may even start to enjoy it. The quiet of it, the rhythm of putting things in their place, the feeling of creating beauty in a small way. This is not just cleaning, this is healing. Some people feel blocked in life, like they can't move forward. They try new things but still feel stuck. Often the block is not outside. It's inside their home. Energy needs to flow. When your space is blocked, your energy is blocked. When you clear the space, the energy moves again. You get ideas, you feel motivation, you sleep better. You stop losing things, you find peace. Light is also important. Open your windows if you can. Let fresh air in. Let natural light touch your skin. These small things make your space feel alive. And when your space is alive, you feel alive. A dark, closed space creates a dark, closed mind. But a space filled with light and air makes you feel hopeful, refreshed, and open to life. You can also make your space smell good. Light a candle, burn incense, use fresh herbs, or just open the windows. Good smells lift your mood. They help you relax. Your senses are part of your experience, and a good scent can make your space feel like a place of rest. You don't need to buy expensive items. Nature already gives us everything we need: light, air, water, and quiet. Use these gifts to renew your space and renew yourself. Once your space is clean and peaceful, try to keep it that way. Take 5 minutes every evening to reset the room. Put things back where they belong. Wipe down surfaces. Empty the trash. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. This small habit keeps your mind calm and ready for the next day. It becomes a part of your routine, like brushing your teeth or drinking water. If you live with others, invite them to join you in caring for the space. A shared space works best when everyone respects it. Talk to them gently. Show by example. A peaceful home is built through peaceful actions. In the end, your space is like a mirror. It shows what's happening inside of you. If you want to feel clear, calm, and strong, let your space reflect that. Give it love, care, and attention. Don't wait until you feel good to clean. Clean to help yourself feel good. Your space matters. Your peace matters. And the way you treat your space is the way you teach your mind to think. So take a deep breath, look around, choose one small place to begin. And remember, every time you clean your space, you are also cleaning your mind. Every time you remove mess, you remove stress. And every time you bring order to your room, you bring peace to your life. This is your space. This is your life. Make it clear, make it calm, make it yours. What we say every day has great power. Words may seem small, but they are never empty. Each time you speak, you are sending energy out into the world. That energy comes back to you in ways you may not even notice. Some people speak without thinking. They complain all day, gossip about others, use angry or negative words, and then wonder why their life feels heavy and stressful. They don't realize they are creating that feeling with their own voice. Your words are not just sounds. They carry intention. They carry emotion. They shape your day. They shape your relationships. They shape your entire life. You cannot control everything in life, but you can control what comes out of your mouth. And when you learn to do that, you take back a large part of your power. Speaking with care and purpose is not about being silent or afraid to talk. It is about being wise. It is about knowing that your energy is precious and you should not waste it on careless or harmful speech. When you guard your words, you protect your peace. When you protect your peace, you become stronger. Many people speak just to fill space. They talk because they are nervous or bored. They speak out of habit, but not every moment needs to be filled with words. Sometimes silence is better. Sometimes just breathing and staying present is more powerful than saying anything. Silence can heal. Silence can teach. Silence can help you hear your own thoughts. If you are always talking, you cannot listen. And if you cannot listen, you cannot learn. When someone upsets you, it's easy to speak in anger. It's easy to say things you don't mean, but those words can cause damage. They can break trust. They can create pain that lasts longer than you think. Once spoken, words cannot be taken back. That's why it's better to pause before you respond. Take a deep breath, give yourself a moment, ask yourself, is what I'm about to say helpful? Is it necessary? Will it build peace or create more conflict? If the answer is no, it's okay to stay quiet. You don't need to speak on everything. You don't need to join every argument. You don't need to prove your point every time. Your peace is more valuable than being right. When you learn to walk away from pointless conversations, you protect your energy. Not every battle is worth fighting. Not every opinion needs your reply. You can observe something without reacting to it. That is maturity. That is strength. Some people speak badly about others behind their backs. They think it's harmless, but every time you speak badly about someone else, you lower your own energy. You feed negative feelings. You invite more drama into your life. Even if the other person never hears what you said, the energy stays with you. It changes how you feel. It changes how you see the world. Speaking kindly, even when someone is not around, is a sign of inner peace. You don't have to agree with everyone. You don't have to like everyone. But you don't have to speak hate either. You can choose respect. You can choose to rise above the noise. On the other hand, kind words are powerful in a different way. A kind word can lift someone's spirit. It can bring hope. It can remind someone that they are not alone. And when you speak kindly to others, you also lift yourself. You create good energy. You create connection. You create healing, saying thank you, I appreciate you, or you did a great job. May seem small, but these words have deep meaning. They feed good energy into your home, your relationships, and your own heart. The way you speak to yourself is just as important as how you speak to others. Many people say harsh things to themselves every day. I'm not good enough. I'll never succeed. I always mess things up. These are not just thoughts. They are words, and they shape your inner world. If you keep telling yourself negative things, your spirit starts to believe them. That belief becomes your reality. But if you speak to yourself with kindness, with patience, and with encouragement, you become stronger. You become more confident. You begin to heal from the inside out. Start paying attention to your inner voice. What do you say to yourself when you wake up? What do you say when you make a mistake? What do you say when you look in the mirror? If those words are filled with shame or doubt, stop and change them. Speak to yourself like you would speak to someone you love. Say, I'm doing my best. Say, I have value. Say, I'm learning and growing. These words matter. These words change your energy. It also helps to take quiet time each day to reflect. Sit in a calm place and think about the words you used today. Were they helpful or harmful? Were they full of love or anger? If you said something you regret, forgive yourself and try to do better tomorrow. Growth takes time. What matters most is that you are becoming more aware. You are becoming more mindful. You are choosing a better path. In a world full of noise and opinions, guarding your words is not easy, but it is necessary. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. You will start to feel the difference. You will notice that your energy is stronger. Your mood is better. Your relationships improve. You will attract better people. You will protect your spirit. You will move through life with more peace and less conflict. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to speak only wise words every moment, but you do need to care. You do need to try, because your words create your world. And when you take care with your words, you are taking care of yourself and those around you. So take time to pause before you speak. Take time to check your thoughts. Speak with purpose. Speak with care. Speak with peace. And when silence is better, choose silence. Your energy is too precious to waste. Protect it, honor it, and speak in a way that brings light, not darkness, into your life. Every word you say is a seed. Plant wisely, speak gently, live fully. Every strong and peaceful life is built on discipline. It is not talent alone, not luck, and not how many people support you. It is how consistent and focused you are each day. The most successful people, the most peaceful people, are not the ones who always feel motivated. They are the ones who keep going even when they do not feel like it. They show up, they follow through, and they do what needs to be done again and again. This is what makes a person strong from the inside. This is what brings lasting peace and growth. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. When you avoid discipline, that muscle becomes weak. You become controlled by your feelings, by your surroundings, by your mood. But when you train yourself to stay steady, to follow your daily routine, and to do what is right even when it's hard, you start to take back your power. You become the driver of your life, not just a passenger being pulled in different directions. A disciplined person does not wait for the perfect mood to do what matters. They wake up and begin. They understand that waiting for the perfect time often means doing nothing. They keep their promises to themselves, not because it is easy, but because they respect their own word. This kind of self-respect builds confidence. You start to trust yourself. You start to believe that you can handle life, no matter what it brings. You don't need to start big. You don't need to fix everything in one day. But you do need to start small and stay with it. Maybe it means waking up at the same time every day. Maybe it means spending 10 minutes in silence each morning to set your mind. Maybe it means writing your thoughts at night to clear your heart. These simple actions, done every day, begin to shape your life. They form a strong foundation that supports you during hard times. Many people start something with excitement, but stop when it becomes boring or difficult. They begin with high energy, then give up when the feeling fades. Discipline is what helps you keep going even after the excitement is gone. Feelings go up and down, energy comes and goes. But if you have discipline, you will continue no matter what. You will become steady like a mountain, not shaken by every change. One of the most important things about discipline is that it brings order to your life. When your actions are clear and your habits are steady, your mind becomes calm. You are no longer rushed, confused, or lost in chaos. You begin to know what matters and what doesn't. You begin to focus on what brings real value to your life. This quiet focus gives you strength. It is not easy to be disciplined in a world that tells you to follow every impulse. There are distractions everywhere, things that look good but waste your time, things that entertain you but weaken your spirit. It takes strength to say no to what pulls you away from your path. It takes strength to protect your time, your attention, and your energy. But this is how you grow. This is how you stay clear. Discipline is not a punishment. It is a gift you give yourself. Sometimes discipline means doing something you do not want to do right now, because you know your future self will thank you for it. It means choosing long-term peace over short-term comfort. It means putting your phone down to rest your mind. It means preparing your meals instead of eating whatever is easy. It means choosing a quiet moment to reflect instead of filling your day with noise. These small choices build a strong life. People may not see the work you do in private. They may not notice the effort you make to stay focused, to stay clean, to stay strong, but you will feel it. You will know that inside of you there is a growing power. You will know that you are not wasting your life. You are building it with care. You are creating a solid path. It also helps to remember that discipline is not about being perfect. You will make mistakes. You will miss a day. You will feel tired. That is part of the process. What matters is that you come back. You return to your practice. You keep going. You do not quit. This is the difference between someone who grows and someone who stays stuck. Discipline is not about being strict. It is about being committed. You can be gentle with yourself and still stay strong. Your mind, your body, and your spirit are all connected. When you discipline your habits, you also discipline your thoughts. You begin to think more clearly. You begin to feel more calm. You begin to act with purpose instead of reacting to everything. This inner control brings peace. It protects your energy. It helps you move through life with confidence instead of fear. It may help to write down the small things you want to do each day. Keep it simple, things that bring you peace, focus, and strength. A short list, review it often. Keep it where you can see it. This helps train your mind. It helps you stay aligned with your deeper goals, not just daily emotions. Surround yourself with people who respect your discipline. People who don't laugh when you choose rest over noise. People who support your focus. When you're around people who live with purpose, it becomes easier to stay on track. Their strength adds to yours. In time, discipline becomes your nature. It becomes your way of life. You won't have to force it. You will feel the peace that it brings, and you won't want to go back. You will look at the life you are building, the peace in your heart, the strength in your actions, and you will know it was worth it. So be patient, be steady, start small and grow. Take one step at a time. Trust the process. Your future will be shaped by what you do each day. Make each day count. Stay focused. Stay grounded. Stay committed to the life you know you were meant to live. Discipline is not the enemy of freedom. It is the path to true freedom. When you are in control of yourself, nothing outside of you can control you. And that is real power. Not every threat in life is loud or easy to see. Some dangers come quietly. They wear a friendly face. They speak with kind words. They smile while holding envy or harm in their hearts. These hidden threats are harder to notice. They do not shout. They do not fight in public. But they slowly weaken your spirit, your peace, and your strength. Learning to protect yourself from them is a skill. It requires calm awareness, not fear. It requires self-control, not anger. And one of the most powerful ways to protect yourself is to practice emotional distance. Emotional distance does not mean you stop caring. It means you stop letting every word, every action, and every mood of others control your inner peace. When you build emotional distance, you stop giving people easy access to your thoughts, your reactions, and your energy. You become calm even when others are trying to shake you. You stay steady even when others are pushing your limits. This is not coldness, this is wisdom. People who hide harm often test you slowly. They study your weaknesses. They look for ways to control your emotions. They pretend to be close but use what they know to confuse you or hurt you when you least expect it. That is why it is important to protect your personal space. Not just your physical space, but your emotional space. Be careful with who you trust. Be careful with who you open your heart to. Not everyone who listens cares. Not everyone who smiles supports you. Some people are close only to collect your secrets. Some only stay close to watch you struggle. Emotional distance helps you stay calm. It helps you see clearly. When you are not caught in emotional drama, you can notice small signs. You begin to hear what people are really saying when they speak. You begin to see what they truly feel, not just what they show. You become less confused. You make better choices. You begin to understand who is safe and who is not. This kind of awareness protects your spirit from unnecessary pain. It is not wise to give everyone the same access to your emotions. There are people who have not earned your full trust. There are people who bring chaos into every space they enter. If you keep giving them your attention, you will feel drained. You will lose focus. You will feel heavy. You must learn to step back. You must learn to be present without being pulled into their noise. Being polite does not mean being open. You can speak with respect and still hold your ground. You can be kind and still keep your emotional space clear. You do not need to explain your silence. You do not need to defend your distance. You are allowed to protect your peace. You are allowed to guard your energy. This is not rude. This is strength. Sometimes the hidden threat is not just one person. It can be a pattern. It can be a group of people who always bring confusion, fear, or doubt into your life. They may never say anything directly harmful, but their presence always feels heavy. You leave their company feeling worse, not better. They speak in ways that lower your confidence. They ask questions that plant fear. They joke in ways that feel sharp, not light. Emotional distance helps you remain clear when dealing with these people. You can see what is really happening. You don't take every comment personally. You don't feel the need to respond to every question. You stay rooted in your own peace. You don't have to announce your emotional distance. You don't need to say, "I'm guarding myself from you." That creates more tension. Just take small actions. Speak less when needed. Share less. Stay quiet when someone is trying to test your mood. Let their chaos pass through you like wind, not fire. When you stop feeding emotional reactions to hidden threats, they lose their power over you. At first, it may feel strange to step back from people you once trusted. But you must understand that peace is more valuable than history. Just because someone has been in your life for a long time doesn't mean they deserve your closeness today. People change, and sometimes those who once meant well begin to carry harmful intentions. This doesn't make you bitter. It makes you wise. Keeping emotional distance also gives you time to reflect. You see your patterns more clearly. You begin to understand why certain people make you feel small or anxious. You recognize what needs to change. You start choosing peace over habit, growth over comfort, truth over fake connections. You don't push people away with hate. You simply create space for your well-being. This distance does not need to be cold or full of silence. You can still speak kindly. You can still show respect. But you no longer carry the weight of other people's emotions. You no longer let their doubts become your fears. You no longer let their bitterness disturb your peace. You begin to move through life with steady eyes and a clear heart. This kind of strength takes time. You will be tested. People may notice the shift and try to pull you back. They may accuse you of being distant or unfriendly, But remember, those who truly care about your well-being will respect your need for peace. They will not guilt you into confusion. They will not punish you for protecting yourself. Each time you stay calm in the face of hidden pressure, you grow stronger. Each time you walk away from emotional traps, you gain clarity. You begin to feel free from the inside. You are no longer a puppet pulled by every person who walks into your life. You are stable, you are grounded, you are awake. The more you practice emotional distance with hidden threats, the less harm can reach you. You begin to see clearly who is real and who is not. You stop being fooled by charm. You stop being shaken by passive aggression. You learn to respond, not react. You begin to create a quiet space inside yourself that no one can touch without your permission. That space becomes your power, so stay aware, stay calm, listen closely, but speak wisely. Share your inner world only with those who have earned that trust. And when something feels off, pay attention. Step back. Hold your peace like treasure. Protect it with quiet strength. This is not about fear. It is about wisdom. Not everyone needs access to your emotions. Not everyone needs to know your heart. Keep it guarded. Keep it safe. And move through life with clear eyes and a calm spirit. Every day, we step into a world that carries both beauty and danger. There are good moments and bad moments, kind people and harmful people, helpful words and hurtful words. There are forces we can see and many we cannot. That is why it is important to build a strong shield around yourself, not just with actions, but with your words. Your words carry power. They shape your thoughts, your emotions, and your future. When you speak protection over your life daily, you create a wall that guards your spirit, your peace, and your path. Speaking protection over your life is not about fear. It is about awareness. It is about being awake and prepared. It is about choosing to not walk through life without direction. You are not weak, you are not helpless, but you must stay alert. There are energies that want to distract you, confuse you, delay you, or even destroy your growth. Some come through people, some come through situations, some rise quietly from within your own mind. When you speak words of strength each day, you remind yourself that you are not easy to shake. You remind your mind and your spirit that you are here to protect your peace. This practice does not need to be loud. It does not need to be dramatic. It is about being consistent and sincere. You can speak in the morning before you face the day. You can speak while you're walking, while you're getting ready, or while sitting quietly. The words you choose are like tools. They shape how your day begins and how your spirit walks through the hours ahead. When your words are strong, your energy becomes strong. When your words are clear, your direction becomes clear. When your words are calm, your reactions become calm. There are many things we cannot control. We cannot control how others speak, how they act, or what they carry in their hearts. We cannot always control the pain that comes our way or the trouble that tries to enter our lives. But we can control what we say to ourselves. We can control what kind of energy we carry into each room. We can speak strength over our lives even when the world feels uncertain. This is how you stay balanced. The words you speak build the world you live in. If your words are always full of fear, confusion, or weakness, you will start to feel those things grow inside of you. But if your words are filled with peace, power, and direction, your spirit begins to rise. You begin to move differently. You begin to walk with more focus. That doesn't mean bad things stop happening, but it means you face them from a stronger place. You are no longer a victim of life's storms. You become the kind of person who walks through storms without losing their center. When you speak protection over your life, you remind yourself that not everything deserves your attention. Not every comment deserves a reply. Not every invitation is safe. Not every connection is healthy. You begin to make better choices. You stay away from people who drain you. You protect your home from energy that brings stress and chaos. You take your peace seriously. You take your time seriously. You begin to notice who brings clarity into your life and who brings confusion. You don't wait until you're broken to protect yourself. You speak it every day before the problem comes, before the test begins. You can say things like, "No harm will reach my spirit today. I am surrounded by peace and clarity. Every harmful plan against me will fail. My mind is guarded, my emotions are protected. Nothing that is not meant for my good will stay near me." These words may seem simple, but when said with belief and consistency, they become powerful. They set a tone, they create a space of calm inside of you, and that calm becomes a shield. Sometimes you may not feel strong when you wake up. You may feel tired, heavy, or even afraid, but speak protection anyway. Say it even when you don't feel it yet. Your words are like seeds. Even if the ground feels dry today, speak them. In time, those words will grow into strength. They will change how you feel, how you think, and how you move through the world. You are not speaking to impress others. You are speaking to train your own spirit. This kind of speaking is not only for hard days. It is also for the good days to keep you balanced. When things are going well, speak protection so that you stay humble, alert, and grounded. When things are hard, speak protection so that you don't break under pressure. Do it daily, the same way you brush your teeth, the same way you clean your space. Think of it as spiritual hygiene. You do not wait for dirt to cover your body before you clean it. In the same way, do not wait for trouble before you guard your spirit. Over time, this habit becomes natural. You will feel a shift in how you respond to stress. You will feel more peace in your mind, even when others around you are full of chaos. You will see people try to disturb you, but their words will not shake you. You will feel pressure from life, but your inner strength will hold firm. You become a quiet warrior, not because you fight with others, but because you protect your spirit with wisdom. The world is full of noise. Many voices try to enter your mind every day. Social media, television, conversations, opinions, gossip, fear, anger. These things come fast. If you do not have your own voice, your own words, your own center, you will be moved in every direction. You will be tired, confused, and open to harm. But when you speak protection over yourself, you take control of your space. You say, "This is my ground. I choose what grows here." So begin each day with intention. Say something that lifts your mind, something that centers your heart. Say it when you feel strong. Say it when you feel weak. Say it alone. Say it quietly, but say it. Words carry power. They are not just sounds. They are energy. When you speak with purpose, you walk with power. Let your words be your guard, your guide, and your daily armor. Even if the world around you is full of confusion, let your words bring order. Even if people around you speak harm, let your words speak healing. Even if you feel surrounded by pressure, let your words build peace. The more you do this, the more natural it becomes. You begin to live from a place of strength instead of survival. You are not powerless. You are not exposed, but you must act like you know it. Speak as someone who understands their worth. Speak as someone who takes their peace seriously. Speak protection over your life daily, and watch how your life begins to shift. So from this day forward, do not walk into the world empty. Do not let your mind be open to anything and everything. Fill it first with the power of your own voice. Speak with intention. Speak with clarity. Speak with strength. Let your words go before you like a shield. Let them shape your path. Let them remind every force around you that your life is not available for confusion, for harm, or for defeat. You are not waiting to be protected. You are choosing to be protected every day, with every word, with every breath. You are standing up for your own peace. You are guarding your own future, and that is not weakness. It is wisdom. So speak it boldly, speak it gently, speak it daily, and never forget. Your words build the walls that keep your soul safe. Use them well and use them often. Your life is worth protecting. Start with your voice.